Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 5 of Big Mouth, because keeps going. And this is the show from Nick Kroll, and this 5th season goes to some new interesting places where, I feel like I have to start with the finale. It gets really meta, and there's even more meta jokes in this season than previous ones, including some live action incorporations of real life stuff, and there's a lot of fun and interesting jokes. I'm just going to say Will Arnett. But I'm going to leave it there, and that's probably the freshest new thing about this season. And they do add some new things like the hate worms and love bugs in this season, where it's like love bugs. It's like, hey, I'm smitten, I really love certain thing, like I'm in love with somebody, whether it's platonically or romantically, mostly romantically, and that could sour, and then I could turn into a hate worm, and they turn into snakes and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure one of them's voiced by Billy Porter from from Pose. And those were some fun, interesting additions to this season. I did enjoy that quite a bit. But, you have more and more hormone monsters spending even more time on screen. At least one thing that they did was less Coach, which is fine, because I feel like they were overdoing him in some of the other previous seasons. But you have Nick and Andrew. It was an interesting thing where it's just you get to do their thing, and they're being horny. Nick is still deeply in love with Jessi and trying to get over that, and I feel like Andrew's just being weird about a lot of different things and dealing with his stuff with his family. There's a whole Thanksgiving episode about that makes it awkward with him trying to connect with his dad, and stuff like that. And what I did like about this season, you had Jessi and this growing connection she has with one of their classmates, Allie. And Ali Wong's a nice addition to the show. I really appreciated their dynamic and the will they, won't they actually become a couple kind of thing, which I appreciated, because I was kind of ready to ship the two of them, because I did enjoy them as a couple and their flirting and stuff like that. You could definitely tell they're trying to set up for the spinoff that's going to be happening, because they're trying to set up a whole bunch of other new things and ideas. But you have some, one special episode for Christmas, which was weird. It had, actual, stuffed animal versions of the hormone monsters and stuff like that, telling Christmas stories and stuff like that. And some of them were interesting. It was definitely a different kind of episode. You have Jay and his love triangle with Matthew and Lola, and it's just off the rails, honestly, with those characters, especially Jay. And it's crazy fun to watch. The shame wizard pops up a lot more in this season, and David Thewlis is great, and he gets to really shine in one of the episodes. Missy goes full heel in this season. I'm just oh, I didn't expect that, and I don't know how to feel about it. I felt did we really need to turn one of the main characters into a villain in this season? And I don't know. I don't know how much that worked, but I do feel like the show, it keeps trying to reinvent things and introducing these new manifestations of different kinds of feelings, with the hate worms and the love bugs. But in general, I think it's still a fun, crazy, riotous, just absolutely absurd show. I still have a lot of fun with it, but you could start feeling maybe it's not the freshest show anymore. And I wonder how much longer it's going to go on Netflix, because Netflix doesn't really keep up with shows for a lot of seasons. So we'll see how much is left of Big Mouth, but those are my thoughts on Season 5. Like I said, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.